Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Sentinels of the Multiverse, where this time around we have done, in this set, we've done Akashbuddha and Apostate. This time we're going to do Ennead. And the Ennead are going against Ra, Night Mist, and I think after this you go to that. So we're going to do God of the Sun, but we're going to go to the version that is here, because when the Ennead showed up, one of them handed Night Mist her papers, and the Night Mist went off and into her own private universe and meditated for perceptive centuries, and then came back a couple of weeks later as this, and was much more creature of magic and less cursed individual. Okay, who else is a person that we want involved in this? What are our variants here? That's GI Bunker. That's Bunker Engine of War. Okay, yep. Could do him because he shows up in a lot of the cards. I don't like his card though. Let's see. We're gonna have Fanatic show up with Redeemed Fanatic. We're gonna have Wraith. Gonna do it as Rook City Wraith. What are the other variants? Okay, I know when those show up. Who else can we bring? Let's bring the Harpy, and assume this is after the Matriarch has been defeated and started being a hero. This is the Harpy. She is the she is also the villainess called the Matriarch, who beat the heck out of us. But this is her as her heroic version and being mentored by Night Mist. So that's what we're doing. She's one of my favorite decks. And we're going to go to the Tomb of Anubis. I like the fact there's a different sort of music for each of the environments. There's different music for when you for each villain when you lose to them too, but pitiful god, you have failed before, you shall fail again. Prepare for your exile. History repeats itself. You are the same as you were centuries ago, an annoyance. Okay, so Isis, which is the one that Night Mist has the beef with. Nuit, Tefnut, Nephthys. Okay. Okay, this is going to be fun. Who is considered... We'll do it Fanatic. Okay, so the way this happens, each of these has an effect that happens whenever a card with a particular symbol comes into play. He gets triggered by green. She gets triggered by this red and heals her fellows. She gets triggered by green or this. She gets triggered by green or that, so those two are connected. She gets triggered by green, so most of them get triggered by green, and you're the only one that gets triggered by red. The red symbol, which I can't quite see what it is, but she also reduces, as long as she's in play, the damage to LDLs is reduced. There are 4 more under here, and some of the cards in the deck will pull them out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, I think. Actually, no reason not to. Get a draw. 2 Infernos. We'll do this. And You are the nemesis to all of them. She does not protect herself, notably. Okay. We're going to do Scouring Mists. And lose an artifact I wanted. Okay. You. Next. You're the one that she has the beef with. Oh, you will go on the very top of the deck. Second from the top. This is what she does. You look at the top 3 cards and you order them the way you want. You. Yes, Mistbound. We'll be using that next round. Okay. Pulling this. And doing this. We're not in full Angry Angel mode yet, but we're getting there. Okay, we can self-heal. You know what? Knowing this environment the way I do, I think having a mega computer in play, which reduces damage from the environment, is probably a very good idea. Oh, in play. Unfortunately... Oh, good. Let's see what you have on you. I'm going to play this. Okay, the way Harpy works, Harpy is very similar to the way Harpy has similar themes of control to Night Mist, where Night Mist draws from the top of the deck and has the randomness factor going on. Harpy has these control things, so it's less random. But her cards here have different effects based off of what level these are. And they are either flipped to the Arcane or the Avian thing. And typically, the more Avian it is, the more difficulty she has controlling how much damage she does. Some of her things, like this one, is better to have more Avian in play. But we're going to do this. When she gets set up, it's really, really nasty. She does a lot of nickel and diming. We're not discarding cards. The Judgment of Anubis. It's doing no damage to them. I was hoping it would. Oh well. Okay. Wait a minute. It's fire damage? He's not immune yet. We'll do hit Fanatic. Okay. Was that a red? It did have the red symbol, so she did heal everybody. Did she heal everybody or just herself? Oh, she just heals herself. Okay, cool. Okay. So, more setup. Ooh, Solar Flare. This is an easy one. It's actually not so easy. Those are both good cards to have. But there you go. She doesn't get as much card draw in this form because most of her stuff is spent setting herself. You. I should have reversed that. Oh well. Okay. We're doing this. Oh, end of days. Won't be terribly useful. And we're just taking the environment out of the equation for the most part. Trash. Second highest hit points is Tefnut. You can play. Do 2 damage. Well, 1 damage. Okay. Continuous focus. Who do we want to do that? So, what Harpy X does is, whenever a control token is flipped, it does damage to one thing. And this, when you play it, flips 1 control token. You see I now have 3 and 2. So, okay. And I'm going to do this, which... Oh, I don't want to destroy anything. Oh, Ancient Tome. Ancient Tome is very good for powering her up. See, this is what I mean by Harpy just does lots of nickel and diming things. She's got similar control issues to Night Mist, so which has similar methods to playing her as Night Mist, but has a lot... doesn't have the environmental control, doesn't have the defense. She's very much a damage monster, and there has other things that she does very well, as you'll see, if you might see coming up. Okay, skip. Okay. It does nothing. Oh, joy. And they couldn't draw cards. So if you prevent them from drawing cards, they flat just can't do anything. Second lowest, 2 Infernal. Okay. Whenever a trial card is destroyed. Interesting. Okay, what do you do? We're not doing that yet. We're doing this. Five other targets, 1 damage. You. 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 And goodbye, Wheat. Now there's a lingering effect that she does. Okay. At the start of the villain turn, shuffle the environment trash into the environment deck. Okay, it's not terrible. So, I don't want to play either of these, so I'm just going to skip. I don't want to set anything, so I'm just skip and do a double draw. I might go to Mistforms to get some extra drawing out. Okay. Let's see. Holy Nova? Holy Nova is not a bad choice at the moment. Yeah. I'm going to do Holy Nova. And then redeem. Undaunted. Awesome. Okay. Razor Ordnance. The environment's mostly handled. I know it still does some really nasty stuff, but it's mostly handled. So we're going to start getting rid of the person that heals people. Draw a card, you may use a power. Not doing that yet. We're doing this. Well, I know what I'm putting. Okay, so what the tome does, reveal cards from the top until you 2 ongoing cards revealed. Put 1 into your hand, discard the other revealed cards. If there are 3 or more control tokens, which there are, you may play an ongoing card. Which means I could play this, which is actually going to be very useful, or I could play this, which is even more useful. Applied numerology. I'll show it to you when we get back around here. It's my favorite card in our deck. Skip. I have Rafe on my side. What about you? Let me check something here. Players cannot draw hero cards. Well, that's gotta go. Deal each target 3 melee damage. To destroy this card. Lowest hit points 3 damage. There's some nasty ones coming up. Okay. Here we go. Skip, I think. And do you have a card? Hello. A new person. A new challenger. It doesn't have a symbol, at least. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put this out. Hit you. Actually, yeah, hit you. Oh. Okay. I see the way you are. And you may draw a card. Except for you can't. Right. I didn't want to go all the way back to play a card, sorry. I should have Planner Banishment. I think it's going to be used right now. I kind of wish I had the thing... Oh... Yes, we'll reduce the damage. That's one thing numerology does for you. We could get rid of this, and I think we will. Night Miss. Isis? No, you're not a... Oh well. I was wondering if maybe Isis was a nemesis to her. Oh good, that's the redirect amulet. Okay. It's amazing how much just changing this one card, the main character card, alters the way a deck plays, but it significantly does. I could End of Days and would ruin almost everybody's day. So let's not and say we did. Yeah, that isn't even a relic. Okay. We're going to Undaunted. And we're going to hit Nephthys. Okay, we have a grappling hook. We have a spike trap. The lowest hit point will take 3 damage. The lowest hit point is currently Nephthys. So, I mean, there's you. But I think I'm going to play the utility thing instead. Hit you. In play. Smoke bombs, yay. Okay. Here we go. Eldritch training it is. And Nephthys. You can see it is the Dark Watch Night Mist doing the training there. I like the quote. No, you can't use the mask. You don't need it, but it needs you. Who is in charge here? Okay, we do not want to destroy anything. I have hardly ever used its ability to destroy things. What happens is if you destroy it, you can flip one of your control tokens. I very rarely need to do that. So we're going to use the Ancient Tome. I'm going to. This is the other thing probably Numerology does. First time each hero target would be dealt damage by a hero target each turn, you may reduce that damage by 1. Whenever you use a power in the Harpy's play area, you may increase by 1 or reduce by 1 of the numerals in the text of that power. Now, this numerals is like this and this. It's not this one. This is text. That's a numeral. So that's important. That's why I can increase the number of cards I draw, but I can't increase the number of cards I put out or put in my hand. Now, this one's useful. This one's one I want to, is the bigger one. And that's the one that's going into play. And that's what I'm going to use. 2 hero decks. Let's look at Harpy and Raw. I get a Harpy. We're gonna do. I play one of these. I can't play this one because I already have one in play. I can play one of these. The other one gets discarded. Okay. Okay. Well, shucky darn.